तू ही तू सतरंगी रे
Tari re te re te te, toti re te ta ta dang. He put one bang there. And I just shook me. I said, what is this? நேற்று முன்னிரவில் உன்னித்திலப்பு மடியில் காற்று He said, now you know the tune. Now you sing like Bhimsen Joshi. He said. Thiruda is the greatest album.
Minsara puve, pen puve.
Hey, your voice is okay for that. Happy New Year. So what are you saying?
மனம் சூடான இடம் தேடி அலைகின்றது
நதியே நீயானால் கரை நானே.
Tracking milestones of an incredible journey spanning more than 3 decades. Rahman Music Sheets. Hi friends, discover the top take as we uncover the wow factor in this episode. Do watch it till the end to grab this musical moment of the day. Srinivas Swami, popularly known as Srinivas, singer, music composer. His association with Rahman began in 1993 and it was not restricted to singing. Srinivas became privy to Rahman's process of making music for films. One of them was Dil Se.
Satrangi Re, his tune, the way he sings the tune with the guitar strumming, nobody can sing like that. Total madness. And nobody can write lyrics for that. Gulzar Saab, must have struggled to write what he wrote. But at the end of it, there was no Satrangi Re. The song starts like Thiruda re, Thiruda re, Thiruda turu turu re, Thiruda turu dare dare, ire tiru tiru dare dare, hey, taru dare. Oh, he keeps going. There was no tu hi tu satrangi re. That came as the song recording was in progress. Can you believe it?
तू ही तू सतरंगी रे
So you sang Satrangi Re in Tamil and Telugu. When you recorded it, was the song ready with complete arrangements?
No, I sang it on the bare track. I sang the Hindi also. In Dil Se, I was more of a communicator with Gulzar Saab. I had the greatest opportunity to do that because both Mr. Maniratnam and Mr. Rahman were like, I don't know whether they even knew a smattering of Hindi then. Mujhe to Hindi aata hai, so I was so happy doing that role in that movie, Jaya Jale, Satrangi and Ajnabi. So Satrangi Re was, I remember, Rahman Saab plays along with you in the studio when you are singing. He gives you the tune. The tune was crazy. So, tari re te re te te, toti re te ta ta dang. He put one bang there. And I just shook me. I said, what is this? It's unexpected, no? When you're singing and he's playing, he's one. And then it's the magical chords that he plays, he drives you insane only. Yeah, of course, I knew that was 7 stages of love. They were talking, Mani sir was there and Gulzar Saab was there. So I had the lyrics also. So, but after the whole thing only, because Rahman always wants a hook where people can remember that and sing. Without the hook, the song is gone. So he feels like that. Because he did music for advertisements where you have to hook the person in 30 seconds. So he knows exactly which is the phrase, that will catch the people's attentions. He knows that.
तू ही तू आरज़ू
Satrangi Re was sung by Sonu Nigam and Kavita Krishnamurthy in Hindi. For Tamil and Telugu, Rahman chose Sujata and Srinivas.
Yeah, that was great. I had fun singing that song. And the lyricist, Mr. Vairamuthu, great poet, he had written the first phrase. He had written, Kanserai ennaruyire, Kaiserai. We had recorded this, and Rahman, he said, this is not, just keep it ennuire. He said ennuire will be better. Then when I said ennuire, it had a ring to it which was so magical again. So, for him, poetry is very important, but the sound of that poetry for that particular song is very important. Till he gets that, he will never leave it. Rahman, he will not leave anyone. So how he changed that to this, and yeah, it was great singing Ennuire, and even today I sing it in my concerts here. Then we had Ajnabi, where I sang the scratch. So Ajnabi, so they asked me to go to Taj Coromandel in Chennai, where Gulzar Saab is waiting with the lyrics, and he has some doubts. So I had to go there, and then we sat together, and he had the words, and then, so I used to sing, and then he'll correct the words, and we had the song ready. And then we came to the studio. Mr. Maniratnam and Mr. Rahman was working on some other song, which I don't know what it is. They were doing some other song, and then when we came in, they stopped. So Rahman looked at me, how is it? Then I sang. I said, it's beautiful. I sang, "Ae ajnabi tu bhi kabhi आवाज दे कहीं से." And then Mani sir and Rahman looked at each other. Let's record this. And we recorded.
ऐ अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तू कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही है.
Then I came to know they had felt that it is too, maybe this song, I don't know whether it's going to work. Let's work on they were working on some other tune for the same situation. And then when they heard this first phrase, what Gulzar Saab had written, they said, let's record this. And I sang that day. I remember, and they were so happy. And I was really so happy singing that. And oh, it was great. Mahalakshmi, who did the female portion, she came and told me later on, I heard your version only. And I told people in Bombay how. So that one had Jajnabi tu bhi मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तो कई टुकड़ों में जी रही है. It was more like a ghazal. But when Udit ji came and sang, he's got that huge smile on his face, his voice is so beautiful. Just took it away. So beautiful.
रोज रोज रेशम सी हवा आती आते जाते कहती है बता, रेशम सी हवा कहती है बता, वो जो दूध धुली मासूम कली वो है कहाँ कहाँ है, वो रोशनी कहाँ है, वो जान सी कहाँ है, मैं अधूरा तू अधूरी जी रही है.
In India, box office response to Dil Se was lukewarm. Overseas, it proved to be a hit film. But everywhere, its music reigned supreme. 60 lakh copies of its soundtrack were sold just in India. Dil Se became a new benchmark for A.R. Rahman. Each of his compositions started getting measured by the standard of whether it was as good as Dil Se.
Dil Se is a pinnacle of the Maniratnam A.R. Rahman combination. It's wild. Dil Se is the wildest album that you can ever imagine. You have of course, the Chaya Chaya. You have Dil Se Re, Rahman singing, and we used to wait for Rahman singing in the concerts. This song those days. He used to be the shy singer then, and he used to play the keyboard and sing. We used to wait for that. Jia Jale with Lata ji sang, and what a tune, what an amazing sound design that song has got. Then you have Ajnabi, it's an unbelievable song, and then Satrangi. You cannot get an album which is more complete than this. So, for me, I will tell you a story. I don't know, it's not meant to be controversial, but I will tell you why Rahman is why Rahman is what he is. And it's very difficult for others to understand his music the first time, especially even regular musicians, because they go in a straight jacket. So when Dil Se, I was singing a little bit in Bollywood then, when the Dil Se album was released, and we were all going crazy with Chaya Chaya. I was with one music director, I don't want to mention his name, and then he told me, "Arey yaar, Srinivas bhai, ye kya hai? Ye Chaya Chaya, ye kya hai? Ye गाना क्या है? ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आया, रहमान साहब ये क्या गाना बनाया?" तो I said, "Sir, I think it's a great song." और मैंने स्टूडियो पे कई बार सुना है, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता। नहीं यार, वो क्या है, for the film whether it'll, मुझे मालूम नहीं क्या गाना है। So now, when you look back, and this man is a musician, great musician who I respect. He said this, a music director, a successful music director, he said this. I said, so you can never, don't listen to A.R. Rahman once and decide that, don't listen to him the way he does a song, without prejudice, open, listen to it, receive it, and then you will receive it properly. That is A.R. Rahman. So he doesn't, there's no formula for him. Is there a song like Chaya Chaya even today? No. Has he made a Chaya Chaya again? No. He's making something else. He'll only make something new. So that is the greatness of Rahman. I'll tell you one more thing. Again, you can cut it if you want to. At that time, I was a very busy singer. in all the studios. I used to go to studio after studio and sing so many tracks, so many jingles. I used to sing devotional albums. I sing, and Chennai or Madras had big studios those days. AVM had 3 studios and Prasad. And during the tea break, when I used to go and meet music directors also then. So during the tea breaks, these great musicians who I respect till today, one A.R. Rahman album would have come out at that time, say Bombay or Lovebirds or something. And then these people will, what has he made? What is that song, Malargale? What is it? So I used to think, oh, it's a great song. But the musicians at that point of time who were working, they were still not able to understand what he was making. But if you go to their homes, their children will be playing that Rahman songs those days. So he was way beyond, he was creating his own path then, and musical path. It was not, many people talk about sound and all that. Music, innovation at its height. So don't think that I'm talking too much as a Rahman fanboy. It is not. I'm talking as a pure music lover. That is it.
Sir, if I'm not wrong, when you met Mr. Rahman for the very first time, to showcase your singing capabilities, you sang Ranjish Hi Sahi by Mehdi Hasan Sahab. Is it possible to sing few lines of that?
किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम तू मुझसे खफा है तो ज़माने के लिए आ रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए आ रंजिश ही सही फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने
For that first meeting, Srinivas introduced himself as, believe it or not, a bathroom singer. Yet, Rahman met him. Since then, it's been an eventful journey, inspiring Srinivas to leave engineering and embrace music for a lifetime.
I became an engineer by accident, but I was always a singer within me. I always wanted to sing. Music is the only thing that turned me on from the beginning. So, with music, I went into a space which was far beyond the self. There's no where the self becomes completely absent. So that is a great space. Like you said, creative space. Anything creative that we do, we forget who we are. We forget, our egos disappear, everything disappears. So music is that for me. So engineering happened because I had to survive in this cruel world. But music is something which gives you the luxury of both money and happiness.
So you were always a die-hard fan of Mr. Ilaiyaraaja and his association with Mr. Maniratnam. Am I right?
I'm a huge fan of Ilaiyaraaja. And before that, R.D. Burman. I thought music ended with Ilaiyaraaja. Beyond Ilaiyaraaja, there is nothing. So I never knew that in Roja, it was a new music director. I went to watch because it was a Maniratnam film and I loved his films. I watched it in the theatres and I thought Ilaiyaraaja did the music. When I watched it in the theatres, the music hit me like anything. And I knew it was not Ilaiyaraaja, it was somebody new. All the songs, there's re-recording pieces, the love theme that happens between Arvind Swamy and that Madhu. This dynamics we have just not heard in Indian films after R.D. Burman. When you hear a song like Musafir, even today, you can hear the dynamics of each instrument, the feel of the instrument players and what they feel and what for the singer feels.
मुसाफिर हूँ यारो ना घर है ना ठिकाना.
That was kind of back with Mr. Rahman. I thought, who is this guy, Rahman? And then I bought the cassette and, I have tripped over all the songs. I must have played it so many times. I used to have a kinetic Honda scooter and I used to go to this beautiful stretch called Racecourse Road in Coimbatore and I used to put on my headphones and listen to Roja continuously, It was a long time since I heard a film music cassette. Before that, it was only Raja sir and then R.D. Burman and all that. And then at that point of time, I was more into ghazals and stuff. And here was one of my idols of singing, Hariharan singing Tamira Tamira so beautifully. And those opening bars of that song. Again, the dynamics of that music, Am I listening to a Beatles song or something is what I was thinking. And then the magic of Hariharan. Tamira, Tamira, Naalai Namna. Just blew me.
Tamira, Tamira, naale nam naale.
And then Sujata with her absolutely mesmerizing voice with that Pudu Vellai Malai. And that song was the one which caught my attention in the movie because it was completely different from what I've heard earlier. That is fine. Those phrases are fine. Nadiye niyanal karenane siruparavai niyanal unram gamnane. And the dynamics, sheer dynamics, it goes that I said, what is this, man? And the music behind the harp, the harp is running wild and the rhythm is so different, it's crystal clear. Dynamics. Dynamics after a long time. The feel of the song, the expression of the song is coming alive. I went mad.
So Roja made you go mad enough that you left engineering and started pursuing music.
Yeah, that the seed happened with Roja. I said, what am I doing here? What am I doing? I was doing well. But of course, everyone is going to tell me I'm completely crazy and mad and they are going to give up hope on me, I thought, if I leave my job straight away. But before that itself, I went and met Mr. Rahman through one of my friends in the film industry, where he called him and he said, I've got this crazy guy who wants to sing. So I can hear Rahman saying, ask him to give a cassette. So this guy said, do you have a cassette? Something must be lying around here. I said, I don't have cassette. I'm a bathroom singer, remember. I was joking to him. So he said that on the phone. No, he's a bathroom singer. And I said, everything is over. It's over. My life, I cannot meet Rahman. But the response from Rahman was the best. Oh, he's a bathroom singer. Then send him now to the studio. That's how I went and met the great Rahman. Of course, they took a voice test. He was not there. And as I was singing, he came and I sang, Ranjishi sahi, dil hi dukhane ke liye आप फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने के लिए So, and then I sang on Ilaiyaraaja's song also. But I think he was more stuck to the ghazal, and he said, oh, you've learned Hindustani music. I said, I've learned nothing. I'm just obsessed with music and singing. I love your music. I would like to sing for you. I said, yeah, but if you are in Coimbatore, it's difficult because we need people at short notice. So if you come to Chennai, if you shift to Madras, you tell me.
Initially, Srinivas took a transfer to Chennai and finally left his job. His days were now spent in Rahman's studio.
That phase was the best phase in my life. All of us amateur singers, we think that we are the best singers in the world. But when you go to a studio and put on the headphones and sing, and it's played back to you, you realize, oh my God, you have to travel a long way to get there. I used to sing a lot of backing vocals, tracks, the guides for the other main singers to come and sing. So it was an amazing experience. Just being in a studio, watching him do this, do his magic, I could see magic unfolding in front of my eyes. Many songs, many phrases, because he was having fun, basically, with music. And he never let out a product till he was 100% satisfied. That goes even now. So it was a magical phase in my life where I was transported into a world which I loved. So I learned so many things, just not singing. So much so I started doing my own tunes and I started composing music. So the first couple of years with Rahman was magical, to say the least. How he molded me, I don't know. He never got angry with me. He never got angry with me because Rahman doesn't have anything set. He's looking at you, what you can give. He doesn't want the tried and tested. He's constantly looking at something new. So that was a beautiful, so he was so creative. The creativity at its height, each moment is A.R. Rahman. Innovation at every moment inside the studio or even on stage during the rehearsals and all. He's like that. He's constantly innovating. Zero prejudice. Can you see somebody with zero prejudice? I've seen someone with zero prejudice. His name is A.R. Rahman.
This was also the phase when Srinivas witnessed many Rahman albums taking shape. And one of them was Alaipayuthey, that was later remade as Saathiya.
I remember Hariji coming to the studio and Rahman telling me, like, you please teach him the tune. So, because I wanted exactly what I have composed. So So Hariji came and I told Hariji, this is exactly he wants. Arey yaar, bolna. And then he learned whatever. But then he went into the studio. I saw these two people jamming. And what the 3-4 hours he sang, and the song was just insane, it was like I was sitting there watching this magic unfold. And it was 6 o'clock in the morning, I think. And then, I think we had breakfast and we left. After a week, I came back to the studio and he was working on something that Clinton had done. He had worked with Clinton something and he was working with that. And Saathiya, I said, what song is that? Sounds nice. Then this song is coming, Pachai Nirame is coming. I said, that is a great song. It's all song is done. What is this man doing? What is this phrase? Doesn't. Oh my God! How do I tell him? And then I got worried and went off. And after 2 hours I came. He's still doing that. I said, nice. It sounds nice, but that song is. That is so nice. I don't know whether it will gel with this. And then I came back after 2 hours. He was still doing that and it was sounding magical. I said, great. Now this is sounding even better than that. And then how is it going to blend it? And then he played the whole song. I said, what is this? You can't take one part away from the song, no? That is the genius of Rahman. He visualized that. So he could visualize that. Like somebody like me couldn't have visualized that. I was thinking, oh, why is he doing that? It's already done. It's over. Why is he doing this? But today also, when you hear Sakhiye, Snehidhiye, Kadal, 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 oh, there you go mad, no? And then so you feel like, oh my God, that's the genius of that man. For example, then that the Snehidane Chupke says, but Snehidane, the opening portion of that, Sadhana Sargam has sung the song that the opening is my voice. It's completely different. It's just like Pachai Nirame. This is the song is very soft and feminine and all that. Probably he wanted to, as a counterpoint, he wanted a very the male. He wanted it almost like a chorus in my voice. I sang 2-3 tracks, did a harmony and all that. So when I learned the tune, it was so I know the song Snehidane already because I was there during the recording. Again, magic unfolding I saw. So I sang softly. Netru munniravu unnithilapu madiyil kaatrunu. He said, now you know the tune. Now you sing like Bhimsen Joshi. He said, words are all, need not be heard. But Bhimsen, I said, then I'm not the person to sing. I said, no, you sing it like one ustad. Something he said. Then he showed me sing it like them, sing it meditatively. And then I sang. I said, kya ho gaya isko? I thought, what is wrong with Rahman? And then I sang it the way he wanted. And after that, I thought it's going to be rejected. I came into the console and I heard it. I said, oh my God, is that me singing? Yeah. Now you are going to sing only like this. You will not sing in your voice. So crazy he is.
So can you try and sing those lines that you sang like Pandit Bhimsen Joshi?
Oh, okay, why not? I'll sing it somewhere in between. I won't sing. நேற்று முன்னிரவில் உன்னித்தில பூமடியில் காற்று நுழைவது போல் உயிர் கலந்து கழித்திருந்தேன் கூந்தல் நெளிவில் எழில் கோலச்சரிவு கூந்தல் நெளிவில் எழில் கோலச்சரிவு கருவமழிந்ததடி என் கருவமழிந்ததடி.
Minsara Kanavu released in 1997, dubbed in Hindi as Sapne. Directed by Rajiv Menon, Kajol's debut film in Tamil, won 4 national awards and 3 Tamil Nadu State Film Awards. With this film, Srinivas gained recognition as a singer.
Ooh la la la. It was, that was one of the first times when I sang the track for a lyricist. The lyric writer, Vairamuthu sir, could not understand the tune because Rahman's tunes are very different. It's very difficult to write. So he wanted somebody who can sing it and show him and all that. So I was called in for that. So I sang the tune first and then they wrote lyrics and then I sang the song. So actually, again, Rahman, when I was singing the tune, the tune was so nice, it was different. So, ooh la 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 la. This is Rahman's tune. So, ooh la la, it was that. So when I sang the tune, he said, make ooh la la into la la la. So I was wondering, what is the big difference? Ooh la la, and he said, make it ooh la la la. Ooh. Then when I sang it, I realized, oh my God, that's a huge difference. Yeah, it makes it more peppy. Ooh la la, then ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Such small things, but it makes a huge impact. And then I sang, when the lyrics came, I sang everything. Even when the Hindi lyrics came, I sang. I sang and left. And then later on, Rajiv Menon told me that my voice is okay because Rahman said that he sings really well. Rahman is very earlier when some of the song he gave me and I sang well, but the director did not approve or something. So Rahman's famous, those days he used to say that his male the switch on he used to say, which means that ऊपर से switch on नहीं हुआ उसका. वो अच्छा गाता है लेकिन ऊपर से switch on नहीं हुआ. मतलब God has not something like that is told Rajiv. And Rajiv said, let's switch it on now. And that's what Rajiv told me. And he told Rahman to retain my voice. And that's how it happened. And Rahman was happy to do that.
So can you sing few lines of that song?
You want it in Hindi or Tamil? I'll sing Hindi first. एक बगिया में रहती है एक मैना, पूछती है कि बोलो क्या है कहना, मेरा रंग हंसी है क्या, मेरा अंग हंसी है क्या, कभी पूछे तो मेरा जवाब यही होगा, हू ला ला ला, हू ला ला ला, हू ला 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 ला। एक है रास्ता, रास्ते में गाड़ी है, गाड़ी में है लड़की। மழை துளி மண்ணில் வந்து சிந்த சிந்த எழுகிறதே ஒரு வாசம், அது என்னை வானவில்லில் கொண்டு சேர்த்து விடுகிறதே சில நேரம், ஹூ லா லா லா, ஹூ லா லா லா, ஹூ லா 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 லா. A song called Kayil Midakkum that I sang in Rakshagan.
கையில் மிதக்கும் கனவானி.
As I was singing, there was only one Kayil Midakkum Kanavani, and then நிலவில் பொருள்கள் that he had made already, and காதல் தாய்மை இரண்டு மட்டும் பாரம் என்பதை அறியாது, உன் பளிங்கு முகத்தை பார்த்து கொண்டால் பசியோ வலியோ தெரியாது. Then I think I made a mistake. தெரியாது. I was doing some practice or something. I landed on this note. This, I presume that I did that. Then he suddenly said, the next phrase was the same tune. He said, no, now you do this. And he composed on the spot. உன்னை மட்டும் சுமந்து நடந்தால். If the singer makes a mistake, he'll compose a magical phrase from that mistake and make it work. That is the greatness of Rahman.
காதல் தாய்மை இரண்டு மட்டும்.
Can we say that this was your first solo song where Mr. Rahman relied on you totally?
Yeah, the first solo song was Mr. Romeo, and then Ooh La 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 happened in 3 languages. But I would say that this song is the one which he looked at me, okay, now I think you are ready. I mean, he will never say that in so many words. He will just smile and you can see that he is happy. Okay. I said, okay, my life is made. He is happy with this song. Maybe I think he'll give me a few more.
கையில் மிதக்கும் கனவானி, கைகால் முளைத்த காற்றானி, கையில் ஏந்தியும் கனக்கவில்லையே, நூறையா செய்த சிலையானி.
Much before Rakshagana and Minsara Kanavu, the first association of Srinivas and Rahman began with Gentleman in 1993. And then came Thiruda, also dubbed in Hindi as Chor Chor. After Roja, this was the second film when Maniratnam and A.R. Rahman collaborated. A crime thriller, Thiruda won 2 national awards for special effects and choreography. For many, Thiruda figures amongst Rahman's most brave and innovative soundtracks. It is known for introducing relatively unknown vocalists into mainstream Tamil playback singing. It also remains one of Rahman's most under-recognized soundtracks.
வீரபாண்டி கோட்டையிலே
Thiruda was an album which you never understood what it is in the beginning. It is so addictive. It is such an addictive album. Those days you used to listen to it on loop. And the sound of Thiruda is something else. And it's a completely different sounding album and from those times especially. It is, people like Amit Trivedi says it is the best album of A.R. Rahman. Nobody could understand what he had done. It was that. It was way ahead of its times. Like to use chorus like that. Cha 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 ra cha 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 ra ta. tararararu, tararararu, tat, 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 tat. கண்ணும் கண்ணும் கொள்ளையடித்தார் காதல் என்றே அர்த்தம். Jam, and one rock guitar comes and what is that? What are you listening to? It's that kind of feel you got.
கண்ணும் கண்ணும் கொள்ளையடித்தால் காதல் என்று அர்த்தம்.
And then there's one song which has only voices, a cappella. One guy is like when he's that Shaul Ahmed is singing as though it's the last song that he'll ever sing. He's singing his heart out and lament is so real. Oh, he's just singing like that. She's singing like that. He's saying, I'm finished. And then there's it is, you could not, there was nothing like that you have heard. Thiruda is the greatest album. There's one Chandralekha, which every singer sang. After that, there was no show without Chandralekha. Even today, Chandralekha gets sung. A singer called Anupama, who just needs one song for her, Chandralekha. And what is that song? This Titi, it's a Filipino who has sung that song, a Tamil song. Can you believe it? And then Puttam Pudu Bhumi Vendum, the kind of the chorus in that with Western notations and all that, it is just incredible. No? Are you listening to an international album is what we used to think then. And the violas, see that is where Rahman, Raja sir we thought he had done everything with as far as strings is concerned. Rahman sir with strings, with violins, he did completely something else other than what Raja sir has done. That is he knew that Raja sir was a genius and he has done all that. I have to do something else. So if you listen to the Puttam Pudu Bhumi Vendum third interlude, you will know what I am talking about with violas and that sound is, the string sound itself is completely different. And dynamics again. You all know that, think that I'm talking like an A.R. Rahman fanboy. Yes, of course. But beyond that, I'm a lover of music. It's not because he gave me songs to sing. He gave me songs because probably I deserve to sing that. But it's not, I'm always grateful to that person, that man. I love him for that. That's a different thing. But his music is far greater than his music is what makes him.
Sir, in Gentleman, Thiruda, Bombay, you were largely singing as part of chorus, backup vocals or scratches. You hardly had any independent lines in those songs. So, did it create some kind of apprehensions, anxieties, uncertainties in your mind about your future?
I mean, I wouldn't say there were no apprehensions, but then I was loving it. I was enjoying it. And I knew that I was learning. Mr. Rahman was molding me into a singer, and there were other music directors also like Vidyasagar, Sharat, and I was singing for so many people. It was a brilliant phase in my life because I was sought after. I was one of the, and people were saying, at that point of time, everyone was saying that you should get an opportunity, you should get an opportunity. So that kept me going. So I felt, okay, somewhere I think Mr. Rahman will give me something, and he also kept trying also. Like, there were so many songs, like Anjali, Pushpanjali. I sang that track and Rahman liked it so much. So all that gives you hope.
Anjali, Anjali, Pushpanjali.
And of course, the film remanded the director, the producer, they said, no, we want an established one. This is for S.P. Balasubramanian only, nobody else will sing. Though Rahman asked, can he sing one antara at least?
Anjali, Anjali, Pushpanjali.
But I feel if I had got that opportunity then itself, then I wouldn't have grown I wouldn't have grown as, number one, a singer, as a human being. When you struggle and then come up and your opportunities, your so-called achievements, then you can look back and still be humble about it. But if you getting right from the word go, you start, everything is whatever, you just walk into somewhere and you get everything. Then you won't realize you won't have the value for that. So I'm so thankful to Mr. Rahman that he did not straight away, because of course he won't. As I told you, for him, it's the final product that matters. It has to be according to what he thinks, what he envisages. And he will only go for the best. If you have sung for Mr. Rahman, if there are songs that you have sung for him, it means that you have done some kind of justice, you've done justice, total justice, otherwise you won't keep your voice. So I could see all that, and there were so many great songs being made and I was enjoying my music, enjoying my time in the studios, the chorus sessions were amazing. He made me into what I am today. There's no doubt about it.
Padayappa, released in 1999 and soon became Tamil cinema's highest-grossing film at that time. It boasted of a stellar cast: Sivaji Ganesan, Rajinikanth, Ramaya Krishnan, Soundarya, Lakshmi and Nasir. For Srinivas, a song in the film was about to change his fortune forever. Everyone knew, but no one told anything to Srinivas, not even Rahman.
At that point of time, singing for Padayappa and Rajinikanth was the pinnacle for any singer. And I had no clue that my voice is going to be used. So the song started as a female solo. And Mr. Rahman had sung some 30 minutes, some tune he had sung. And then he was editing and I was also there. And then he used to ask me, this is nice, no? His own tune, he's editing it to a song. This phrase is nice, this phrase is nice. Okay, we'll take it. And then he'll ask me to go and sing. That was a process there. He will sing a song if the director gives a situation to him, and then he will go into his own meditative space, and then he will think of probably the situation or whatever, or a rag or whatever he does, I don't know, it's methodology. And he keeps singing. He keeps singing till half an hour, whatever time, and then he will take it and then he'll look. Okay, this phrase, okay, this phrase, and he'll take and then make it the mukhada, antara and all. He will have some idea. And he'll ask somebody like me. Those days I was the go-to person. And he called me and asked me to sing. So the mukhada was completely different. It was a female solo. Saukiyama kanne saukiyama ennuyire saukiyama. It was the mukhada. It used to go like that. And that antara was the same. I said, this antara, so many antaras, at least we should keep 2 different antaras. So nice. So, and he said, yeah, he was like, yeah, this we can keep it. See, this is the process. It takes such a long time. Why? He can also make a song in one day and give it. But he wants to only give you the best. That's why he takes time. Not for anything else. So he asked me to sing and then I went off. Okay, nice song, some female song. Then one day he called me back and said, went to the studio, he said, "See, that song is changed, a duet. You sing the track because they want it for the shoot. They had somebody else in mind and that person also came and sang. That you didn't tell me later. So for that shoot, you sing it off. So I'll teach you the mukuda. Mukuda is different. You sing it like this, match is for Rajni. So for the shoot, it should match. So I said, okay. Nityashree, classical singer, the Carnatic genius, she sang the female portion and I was there while they recorded 3 hours. She was blitzkrieging through the song. It's crazy. I was thinking, what am I doing here? Then after that, he said, okay, everybody is hungry, I'll give you 10 minutes to sing this. So that's how I sang the song at gunpoint. So some lyrics which are not fitting. And then he said, you cut some word, finish it. And he also helped me. And said, "Idu nee naan endra pottiyalla nee aanayittu choodi kolla aangal yarum pookalalla Minsara." So finished it, 10 minutes is over. And he said, thanks. And I left. And somebody else came and sang. But they shot with my version. Somebody else came and sang, and a singer who I absolutely idolize came and sang the song. And I'm sure it was great. But Rajini sir liked my version.
மின்சார பூவே பெண் பூவே மெய் தீண்ட வேண்டும் என்னோடு வாராய்.
But I didn't know about all this. I came to know later. So just before Padayappa's audio release, the master was not given and that was going on, I knew. I had come there for something else. Those days in the night at Rahman's studio, I used to be there. For anything, call this guy and I used to be there for backing vocal, I used to be there for tracks. My songs also had started coming. I was already known singer. The studio was, in the night, it's full of people. You could see the greatest geniuses of Indian cinema there. Suddenly you'll see one Asha Bhosle ji walking. Suddenly you'll see, Subhash guy waiting there. All that, Mani sir will be waiting, all that. So it was one of those nights at 12 o'clock where I had to keep awake. And so I was going around and this executive producer of Padayappa was there. So I just generally went and asked him, so what happened to that song that... he said, your voice only is okay. So I had vertigo, I think. I said, I got so dizzy. I said, what is he saying? Padayappa, that song I am singing, my voice. I cannot, he must be talking rubbish. So those days I could go into, Rahman used to be working on something, although then I could just push the door and go in and watch what he's doing. He will never tell me to go out. Otherwise he'll just probably call somebody and ask them to go. That day I went in, so he was doing something, headphones, and he said, after the whole thing, after he finished that, I was waiting patiently, and because my excitement, I had to know my voice for Rajini sir. So it's just casually asked him, that song is there, no? That I sang the track for that. Hey, your voice is okay for that. Happy New Year. So what are you saying? You made me sing. I sang only for 10 minutes. Hey, that's okay, man. That's nice. You want to correct something, you correct. Don't worry. You go, you sing again. I don't mind. But it's nice. So what are you saying? It's such a big... Yeah, man, your voice is okay. Oh, I was in tears when he said that. I said, because I never expected it to happen. When there are so many established names, I was just getting established as a singer. To get such a big break was My biggest fortune.
மின்சார பூவே பெண் பூவே மெய்தீண்ட வேண்டும் என்னோடு வாராய்.
So, what I would always tell people is, I had only 10 minutes to sing that song. And there was so much of pressure on me because they were all there. Rahman sir was there, Vairamuthu was there, and the director was there, and they were pushing me to finish it early. But you should not get pressurized and still give your best. Even anybody else, great singers also come and sing, somebody should feel that that guy also sang well. That's all. So give your best shot even under pressure. That is the takeaway that I give other people. Though I did not know at that point of time, I would say that now. Don't bother about pressure. Sing. Whatever you get, sing as though that's the last thing that you're going to sing in your life. And sing it. Say it 100%. Don't do anything half-hearted. So that is one takeaway for even for me and for anybody else who's watching this interview. So, yeah, Padayappa it's still my biggest song on stage. It's, for me, I can, after Padayappa, I could have retired. For me, it is like that. I never expected it to happen.
சகியே சகியே சகியே.
Baba was released in 2002. Rajinikanth wrote, produced, and played the title role. Srinivas sang the theme track of Baba. Commercially, the film wasn't successful. After 2 decades, Baba was re-edited, remastered, and re-released on Rajinikanth's birthday.
Recently, Baba was re-released, and there are so many people who call me and send me that chant, it's sounding like this. And that chant is so beautiful, the tune is so beautiful, and his backing, is almost like Ennio Morricone feel, he has done it so beautifully that it's one of the greatest musical pieces that he has actually done. Very few people have heard, but because it's a Rajinikanth film, the masses may have heard it, but the real music lovers, they should hear his arrangements for that chant. It's so lovely, so beautiful. Amazing. During Baba, so my father, he's no more. My father is a very musical person. He's amazing. He used to listen to only Carnatic music. Where Baba was going on, the recordings and all were going on, and I had not sung anything, and but my father, whenever I went to Rahman's studio or some other studio, he used to ask me, did you sing in Baba? Did you sing in Baba? So that kind of put some pressure on me. Then one day I told him, look, you never asked me whether I sang in Padayappa, no? You never asked me whether I sang in Taj Mahal, whether I sang, all those hits that I've sung, or Dil Chahta Hai, whatever. You didn't ask me. Now that I've sung all that, now you want me to sing in Baba, is it? I don't want to sing, I said. For me, if I sing in Baba, fine. If I don't sing also, it's fine. I'm enjoying my life. So basically, this is again, I'm telling, this is the answer that I found for myself, There'll be people who keep on asking you, put you on, did you sing in this movie? Did you sing in that movie? Did you? You are here for the love of music. Whatever you get, you sing and enjoy your life.
रोबो मैं सेवक हूँ तेरा, चाहे बन जाऊँ मैं इस जग का राजा.
Enthiran in Tamil, Robot in Telugu and Hindi. Directed by S. Shankar, starred Rajinikanth with Aishwarya Rai. For the film, Srinivas sang in Telugu and Hindi. For Linga, released in 2014, Srinivas was chosen to sing in Tamil, Telugu and Hindi.
So when a singer sings for Mr. Rajinikanth, what does it mean to him? What did it do to your career?
See, at this point of time, I have to profusely thank Mr. Rajinikanth because he's the one who gave me that first opportunity of Minsara. He's the one who said, this is the version I want. So I cannot thank him enough. At his level, he need not say all that, but he did it for a newer voice. And singing for Rajini sir makes a huge difference. I got the state award for that song, and who selected me for the state award for one of my biggest idols in ever, MS Vishwanathan sir. And singing for Rajini sir changes everybody's career graph also. You are accepted by the masses. But I sang in Linga after that, Kochadayan, Enthiran also. But this particular Minsara Puve, a song like that, you will never get in a Rajinikanth film because it's an unlikely song for a Rajini film. Such a beautiful, structured, classical song, yet modern, and it's so effective on stage that I was, after that, everything took off for me. So it is so important, you know. If you sung for Rajinikanth, you have arrived.
The latest association of Rahman and Srinivas was for PS2, released in 2023. They joined forces in many earlier films like Tal, 1947 Earth, Lagan, Jodha Akbar and Delhi 6. With many more untold stories, in our next episode, Srinivas will be back. Stay with us.
So Rahman's famous, those days he used to say that his male switch on आला है, he used to say, which means that ऊपर से switch on नहीं हुआ उसका, वो अच्छा गाता है लेकिन ऊपर से switch on नहीं हुआ, मतलब God has not, something like that is told Rajiv, and Rajiv said, let's switch it on now. And that's what Rajiv told me, and he told Rahman to retain my voice.
Do you agree that this indeed was the moment of the day? Is your choice different? Whatever your mind says, write it in the comments section below. We will be waiting. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.